Memo kwa baby answer Steve Suni friend me Kofi o chairman me and me di ho chairman by popular request. Papai Abranti wasan agi akonya e wo show we say there. Yade na nenam Kongo Wattu. E sign nim there ene ne nkyeremu bi a wode abanti no. Ama baby a ewu ama no. Ipadodo na so nim sa ha so there. Ye de moka. Inti yabeka de mosomoye. It's as simple as that. The 7 churches code no. Revelations chapter 1, 4-18. And unti ena yabo modern yaji akonyanne ye decode no. Ama wati ase. Say and 70 people why ya try to brofo black and white. And ya print it at the amount. Nenso no what kind of trasa unya nchiremu. It's a coded system that is being used to communicate. You know, even though it's a book in the crowd, one way I remember what I want to say. And your home now we hear the atiase. It sounds atiase for new mano. Ya not atiase for new macquans. Said the bear atiase for betiase. Say your home na quine your home quite. See your cosun sum you say, and you soon sum you say, Emra. So when something is coded, it doesn't need spirit to decode. It needs explanation, in-depth explanation for you to be able to get what is coded. Now, so about the elite or more woman in the home. Let me Eddie Juma Eddie Abuao. Kongo. Yeah. And then the desert life, pal. With your ank and that body said, me shower and I do a talk rubbing my because me share before crack.
Before, yeah, and I before.
Yeah, before.
Before, baby, before, maybe.
Any banana and Yamisma.
Yeah. Before those things.
And you're before what about if it?
No, I know it's calm. There's nothing like that. Nothing like that. Yeah. The wings. When Bible talks about wings, it's talking about the rays of the sun. The rays. When the rays of the sun is coming down, it's like the wings. Sanity. We have ultraviolet, infrared, near infrared, blue, magenta, turquoise. All these are coming from the sun. The radio, microwave, I'm coding as the wings. The wings, that's all.
The 7 churches.
Yeah.
Revelations 1, 4-18. Okay. I can't want 7 near the adina ewo. Now patches it is coded in a way. Na oba becheye said the idea nanka says opa hontoma ema amansan nyine hu no kurewo say
yo that's when yeah one say na me kan last time no Troy sem no and I say Bible no yenu me kra mo fear Jamaica kra mo dem friend no basic instruction before leaving earth, that Bible Bible. But that book is Book of the Sun originally. It's Book of the Sun. Helios Biblio.
That
is the meaning. Book of the Sun.
That sounds like Latin.
Latin. Helios Biblio. It means Book of the Sun originally. Holy Bible. Helios Biblio.
It is sun nina enyeba area.
SON. SUN. The Son. It's baby walk up or Trono SUN. And the Son of Righteousness SUN. Even in Psalms scrap on a plane or say for the Lord thy God is a sun. And a shield upon thy right hand. But you see, they have to take all this knowledge from the people, because when you know, say Bibia is about the light story now. Ebema when you to me, ebema when you say, oh, so say when I come one seminar, like Psalm 82 says, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. The Most High, no, we are high, no, and high, no. What I say, on the periodic table, no.
Oh, so.
Yeah, on the high, no. That is the hydrogen, helium. Hydrogen is lighter than oxygen. Internet friend, no, hydrogen high, the Most High. Until we be a friend hydrogen balloon. Mama to kwa buchi munim. Because hydrogen is lighter. Until hydrogen ni peja balloon na peja ni pano na sanity. And scriptures, it was copied from ancient texts, from the Egyptian book of the dead, the book of coming forth by day, some from the east, from Pakistan, different texts, some from Zoroaster, from ancient Persia, of whom I mostly communicate within when I do soul traveling. They are there.
You do soul traveling?
Yes, simple. Soul traveling, they said by diamond levels. You understand? When you are vibrating on a higher frequency, udaya no enye daye keke. Uni nama hanu wa sorry uni namu ko pe usun daye se ko traloto ni sa ni man, usu daye eko higher planet. Oko higher places. Me so daye ni nam Ghana po. There be nam so many lands. Me so daye ko chere nkrofo ade or other places. Sometimes me sorry no nani panels obi atro me say Congo, today I saw you in my dream. Yeah, you came to visit me. That's how it is. So there are levels and we have to reach that level. And all is years of practice, of ascension. And that's what I'm coming to talk about, because it's all related to the 7 churches. The 7 churches are nothing but the 7 major chakras. Obika said then chakras. Yatia chakra system. There was 7 chakra system. There was the root chakra. The root chakra no HRS no wuntini. Emawo ye firm on the ground. You stand firm on the ground. That's the root. They say edria entini. Entino ema ono utintim. Because oye obotintim ema utintim obian to me shake you. Obotintim, yeah, that's the word. Obian to me shake you. That's the root chakra. That's the benefit of the root chakra. And it's located under, some people will say under the base of the spine. True, but it's not true. Where it is really located is under your feet. It's under your feet.
The base chakra.
Yes, it's under your feet. Your legs are your roots. What I say, your legs are your root. Sebi. You try nice to see. You know. You try will be nice to see. I ain't be able to say na nira ho na oko. And nine no be ancient Egyptians no bon say nine is one of the alphabet. And nine be left right soldier. And nine be and nine root. But see, a lot of people are not functioning. Their root chakra is not working, because of what? The synthetic shoes that we are wearing. When you wear synthetic shoes with rubber sole, rubber, shoes, sneakers, and in the channel, and it's our cross in the channel. If you say a guy, near and say a cat. The frequency, free electrons, and on a wa assassin so, and on a ma edua a team any na eduana ye kese, and on a ma edua etumi gina ho eche, and on a ma otwe eho ye den, nentwe ho ye den, emwa nyina na ma ho ye den, because they are in contact with these free electrons. But modern man, the civilized man, is not in contact anymore with this free electrons. So free electrons, and no survive. And no information. Without that, there's no electricity. Electrons cause electricity. We are electrical beings. And no root is strong. na de bia no utintim nti ye hwe ye nuanom se bia omo edi dem kakra ye from abodanfo no mad people ye say omo ye mad but wo hwe abon say onyareda
the nice is from
de bia on eduane bia odi obegina wenim waacheri wache rice and beans obeje eduane bia de be mani bia
all the eduane kro be find
obeje eno na America no previous way no identity because they have so much love within them. You have so much love within you, you don't fear any food. And why? Because you are connected to the ground. Asase nchihwe. Asase owo on nchihwe. Bibia o de be hye obia no be prepare ma. Aha. Nti wo ye mimpewe na wo mo na ba be yare. Because then you have guilt over certain things. That is not good for yourselves. Into obodan for no onisa ondwensa baby onam no your don kwa. So this is how you build your root chakra, by placing your feet on the ground. The best place is to do what? To be at the beach. The beach has a lot of free electrons. In Puano, there were free electrons more than other lands because of enchine a war ahwiani munti. Inti wodo nine etieti Puano wiem ahwiemu a ema wo root chakra na strong. Wode obeme bia no. In order for you to see that you have a strong root chakra, you have to look at your what? Your erection. Yes. Sena ubema mu emuyedin efa. Your erection will tell you. The stronger your root chakra, the stronger and the harder your erection. You don't need any aphrodisiac. Your root chakra will be very strong and your erection will be very strong. So in ancient Egypt, the god that represents our root chakra, Nidinu Yefreno, Imin. The god Imin. I don't know about Amen later. Imin. Sa into who Imin na Oma draw Imin na Sebi ni bema peja. Obon se ojina ho na ni bema with erection. Ejina so. Sa na tie. Chira about the root chakra. Because when your root chakra is strong, it also affects what? Your third eye. The root opens the third eye. And until ancient Native Americans, they were able to see disaster before it comes because root chakra were very strong. So in the Vietnam War, America was even using them. They were called the wind talkers. There are movies of that. Those Native Americans, they were not shooting. America was just using them to listen to the earth. They placed their ears on the ground and they were able to tell how many ships are on the sea coming. Yes, they can tell how many Japanese are coming. They were called the wind talkers. They can listen to even what other people are saying, and then they will decode the words and tell the Americans.
Wow.
Yes, when they were connected. This is when we were really, really connected.
I saw the ending movie. Yes. I took time to watch. Yeah. I wasn't able to complete it, but out of the total duration, I think I did about 70%.
Cool.
Maybe. And then I saw how measure the electricity in the earth.
That's it.
Yes, and all of that.
That's it.
And you being like a conduit or a conductor of electricity, do nice from so there was a device.
Yeah.
Or the man ubia or shempaboa and so that onya the current from the ground.
And then when he touched that person,
I don't know the Nsakani panel. I don't know yet.
Sir,
whoa.
Eno na me pese me kire Ghana for me pese me kire nyina say spirituality na ya present ya ma no come spirituality na ya unya sum say unya spirit say enye bibia. It's all about magnetic energy. E wasase ni obia, everyone is entitled. Just imagine going to the bush and then telling gorilla who God is, gorilla. Ultimate check gorilla shay. because they already know this. They are connected to the earth. You can't teach a lion nothing. They are connected to the earth. They are strong. They don't get sick. To me, go forest and see thousands of lions dead, but you see humans, thousands dead. From east, west, there's funeral. But there's no such thing in the world because they are connected. And the more you connected to the ground, the more inflammation leaves your system. You understand? So when you check my teachings from the past, like 12 years ago, 13 years ago on Facebook, I used to talk about food a lot. But the more I'm growing, the more, the right hemisphere is opening, the more wisdom is flowing, the less I talk about food. And then I talk about light more and grounding more, because it's not everybody who can afford certain kinds of food to eat. Imagine someone living in the northern region, Upper East, where fruit is scarce there, and you want to tell the person to go and eat coconut. 2009, when I went there, coconut was very expensive because they bring it from Kumasi. They don't have some in Bolaga. So you cannot force somebody in Bolaga, to be eating
make
fruit.
Coconut a main diet for the person.
You understand? Yeah. So let them eat what they are eating, at least their whole, natural ancestral food that they be eating. They are ademe, and they are amani, and they are raw granules that they mix with it, and then they cook their millet. Let them eat, but tell them to ground all the time. And when they were doing that, trust me, I have seen obituary like 120 years in a village called Sheriga. When I went there in 2009, obituary 120, 115, 100. You will see people grow before they
three-digit numbers.
Yes, before they pass, because there was no light there, no blue light toxicity. There was no light. Total darkness. That is called magnetism. So we're supposed to rest when the sun goes down. But then you're bombarded with all this kind of thing. So the root chakra, the first church. The second church is called the sacral or the sacred. Which is coming from what we call the sacrum. Into panel. Which you don't pay no say a friend will be sacrum. Sa no sacral chakra no. A friend sacral no represent our reproductive system. Not just our own sem. And also it affects relationship between you and your partner or your mother, your auntie. Basically is for relationship, and also affect the what we call the urinary also system,
the tract,
urinary tract system, into kidneys, blood, and it affects that area. That is the sacral. And there's so much infections, and there's so much relationship issues. And there's so much divorce going on, and there's so much kidney issues, because 99.999% of the populations, the sacral chakras are not working. Yeah, it's not working. It's not working.
Where did we go wrong?
Yes, because it all starts from the root. Root is cut off, so everything will fall apart.
It's supposed to pick the energy.
Yes, now, and free the rest.
Yes, and transfer it upper.
Yes.
To the body.
Yes, it rises. Everything rises, because that's what the sun does. When the sun rises, there's what we call evaporation of energy. Subtle waters, electrons.
Taking from the ground.
From the ground. And then when evaporation starts, then there's condensation. Nako create in so. And then condensation, then there will be what? Precipitation, and suato. So the same thing applies inside you as a human being also. So if you block the first contact, the first channel, you block the first church, the second will not be open. Third will not be open. The third, how do you call it? Which is called the solar plexus. That's the seat of digestion. That is what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita. He said, I'm the fire of digestion. That is the solar plexus. I purify all the four foods, whether you chew, whether you swallow, whether you lick or whatever, all kind of food. Krishna says he purifies or digests them all. So if you want to improve your digestion, you have to do what? Connect to the root. The root will help you to improve your digestion, because
the first church. And the first church will open the second church. I don't know, my friend, on the church of Laodicea, and the church of Sese, and from there he went into the third church, and he went. That's it. It will be climbing. It will be climbing. And there are other techniques too, which I'll be talking about to add to speed it up. So from the sacral, which I talk about, that it represents relationship and all these things which we are lacking, I mind that everyone, or sorry to say 99.9% people have turned to be materialistic. There is no more love anymore. There is no love, there is no affection anymore. It's all about how much you can give to me. How much you can give to me. iPhone, this, towe mame. And when you check it out, these women, they are suffering. They are the ones that have a lot of sufferation. They don't know themselves because they are lying to their sacral chakra. There are two, what you call in quotes, goddesses there. Inside, that represent the two kidneys. In ancient Egypt, they call one Heru and one Isis, which we call Isi. You see these two women, won't say, peja the ankh like that. That is what represents that. You see the two women, the Jesus Christ picture, that you see two women during the ascension. You see two women here, one here, Mary and Mary Magdalene. That is how it is. These are the kidneys. Mary and Mary Magdalene, one represent the kidney, the other also represent the kidney. You see, Mary is the sea. Magdalene is the rivers. I'm teaching you something deep that no one is teaching you. Now, the sea is sodium. And then the rivers are potassium. You need the two. That's why the kidneys regulate them. So the kidneys regulate both sodium and potassium. So if there is no balance there, what happens? You are not able to flush toxins, or purify your blood. And then the person will not be able to pass urine properly, and then they start to swell up. No, omona tatai. Now you say omo kidney problem. What happens? It will be called dialysis. What happens? You go yi ni moja ni nyina na aye den ni yi insuo no. Excess water no free. Ni moja ni mu. Ye wi ana asan ni moja na egumu back. Ni ready mu back. Because they are flooded. Flood. Insuo na ejiri nipa no. Entino a deep subject. Insuo yiri ni niama no nyina ekọ no. Say yen nipa da sani nankasa ye nam asase no so no. We have lost contact with the creation story. Yen affect environment no. Yen thoughts, any behaviors, any aduane bia ye di no. Any how are you related to the environment no affect what? The environment. Ama insuo riye ewo ye inside. Enti insuo yiri wo body no mu a ebe yiri wo outside. Yes, because we are the microcosm of the macro. The inner affects the outer. What you see outside is a reflection of what is happening inside. You are your own enemy. You are your own angel. Everything. So sacral chakra must be taken care of. Let us balance the sodium and then the potassium well. Unfortunately, we were being lied to by the big farmers and all these WHO and all these people that salt is not good.
Salt is bad. Salt will give you hypertension. Salt will give you this and that. This is why a lot of people are having issues now with their kidneys, because people are drinking too much water and less salt intake. If you drink too much water and you don't drink salt, your kidneys are not going to function proper.
You don't eat the salt.
You need sodium. You need mare. That's the meaning of mare in Italian language. A sea. It means the sea. Mare.
Marine.
Mare. Mare is sea. That's why Hausa people, they say Mary. It is the sea. Auntie Mary, you are the one who will give birth to the what? The solar plexus. That is the Christ. Anabi Isa. All these things are happening within the body. Yes. So health is a complete package. You need to open the root chakra, you open the sacral, and then you go to the solar plexus, and then the fourth, which is the most important, that is the heart. That's the fourth church, the heart chakra. Or say akumano, so huge, large, full of compassion. Or say nipa deseni mobo. The reason why we are suffering, because people don't have no compassion. When I was in JSS, I was having this book, The Teachings of the Compassionate Buddha. JSS, imagine, 13-year-old boy, I was reading that book, The Teachings of the Compassionate Buddha. I still have that book there. It teaches you compassion. Buddha is all about compassion. Jesus is all about compassion. Muhammad is all about compassion. We should cultivate compassion. Why big? Why a celebrity? Into no no, it's not good. Why be a software into then? Why be say into then? You know? No. You must talk to people. You must answer people. Everyone knows this. When you write me, I'll answer you right away. I don't care about my status. I don't care. I will answer you. I don't even look at your profile picture. No, I don't do that. I will just answer you straightforward.
The communication is more important.
It's more important. Somebody needs something. They need, salvation. They want to have their healing. Talk to them. And I will show you. Do this, do that. And then you see, they will go and do, then they will see the effect. So I have people all over the world. We must have compassion. And don't remember the heart chakra to be big. It becomes like a magnet. Heart chakra is a magnet. That's the fourth chakra.
The basic chakra, which is the earth connection.
Yes.
Say, your cementi feel your tile feel. It has to be direct contact with the earth.
Direct contact with the earth. Cement will not work. Tiles will not work. Coal tar will not work. What they call asphalt. It doesn't work. So when you are there, you just go outside to the rough road, like your road. It's rough road. You just go here, go down and go. That's all. You don't need to go anywhere. Just go,
up and down
in the evening, up and down. Have like 1 hour before you go and sleep. You will see you sleep very sound.
There'll be changes.
Very
your
sound.
Fourth chakra, which is the heart.
That is why when you go to the hospital and someone is unconscious, they use this thing.
Electromagnetic shock.
Where do they place it? Your heart.
Your heart.
Yes.
Your chest area.
Because that's where the magnet is. Your heart is full of.
So they're giving it external energy.
External. Because it's a conductor. There's what we call mitochondria. It's inside your heart. And it's a semiconductor of electricity. So if the mitochondria is functioning and they place it there, boom, it will spark.
Reactivate.
Yes. But if it is not functioning, they will do then it will not happen. Then you see they will call it doctor, or we've lost the person. So please, let us protect our heart. A lot of people, so-called heart been broken. This is some of the things. If you are in a relationship and you think that it's not working, please communicate. It's not by force. Just talk to the person. If you don't love me, that's it. Sit down and talk. Just go. You can go and have a date somewhere. Sit down and then you talk. It's like business that you are doing. I think it's a business. Sir, I didn't know you. My face say, oh, fine. And yes, and found say, what says the car or ban? And for a car wabo. This is what we don't understand. ina matose ama onti den akwakum oba no so ekunu ho. It's not good. That means your heart is not functioning proper. And I say fino but ono no be den be call into depression. Ehun hia me nua be ma. Ehun hia me nua ba. You understand? When niema ya fe mu ansa enso yan fa ba social media. Enso ye dinkunim. You understand? Obi a oba bia wo ne nam fe wo yere a wo ne na wo. Ebi ana wadan for kra any wo no ono so no wo yere no so. Ni onyanka ono so pe. A whole lot. You understand? But keep on working on yourself. Keep on cultivating that love more and more, and you will see that you win the battle. Or don't be conquer that hatred within that person.
Love conquers
all. But when you want to use fire against fire, someone hates you, someone want to put you in depression, and you are trying to that means your heart is not functioning. And that is what people then start to take drugs. Because when the heart is not functioning, then they want to do something that will give them love, what they are missing. Because everybody need love. When they are missing that love from the heart chakra, from that fourth church, now they want to do what? Go and use drugs that can replace that love.
The natural energies that are supposed to
come there. They want to use, drugs, ecstasy, and so many things to replace, that what we call the dopamine. You understand? It must come from your heart and from your thought. That's it. So let's leave there and move to the fifth church, which is the throat chakra. How do you know it is blocked? You will know when you are not able to express yourself. There are people that they cannot talk, they cannot express themselves, they cannot communicate. They have been suppressed. It's say trauma happen in kwara bremunti.
Assembly is seen in
kwara bremu. Obi man warning say mama nkasa. Ya tone mo na nti mama nkasa. Saa de na hye no so saa and then ama nsisi a ontumi po nkasa oni obi wo ho na bibi ha no kro ontumi nkasa. You must communicate, you must express yourself. My dear, how do you do that? Go back to the root chakra. Go back to the first church. Go and open the first church. Go and open the door. You will see that you will be confident in yourself. I am telling you. Me nkwara bremu na me nkasa o. Me papa friend me bosom. Me nkasa. My father will always tell my mother, "Kacha o bosom." Say. Me nkasa. I was very, very quiet. So the first day my father heard me on radio, my father was shocked. In 98 on Radio Universe, my father was shocked. How come? Me kra brofo kra no me nti brofo ni bi. Me nta brofo kan kra, de bia na me kan kasa. Nte ba na me kan brofo. Because when I started this journey, I started with what? Grounding, by walking barefooted. That's what my master told me. So it gave me this confidence in me, serious confidence, and then coconut fasting, more coconut fasting also opens the churches. It cleanses the how do you call it, the spine, the CSF, which is the cerebrospinal fluid. Now a bie sa in so me the plasma. Kubeni yepa because it has what we call palmitic acid, especially kubeni na ayete say srade woman the fatty one. Yes, you can make milk out of it, and you can do fasting with a coconut fasting for 7 days. So these 7 days will represent the 7 churches by grounding at the same time, and make sure that you see the sunrise every morning. Sunrise, 7 a.m. or 6:45. Those are the beach. They see it earlier. When it is red, that is infrared. Yeah, if you are red, no. My if you no, anope very sweet. Look at this, and this, it will turn all the light receptors within your body. All your body has light receptors. Then they start to sing. Everyone. Plants, everybody. You can see, say, who say plant, no, say no, photosynthesis is everything. So please add sunlight to your life, add sunbathing. Sunbathing simply means that removing your shirt, go naked as much as possible in your private place, sit down and let the sun hit your body, and turn your back. Bath the sun. That is what we call sun bathing. You are literally bathing in the sun. It is free. The more vitamin D you have, the more.
Also, Osha say Oberheriano Zwana. When you could see
anopa deɛ no wobɛtumi ahwɛ ɛyɛ training me share 12 a.m. 12 p.m. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. My students also, most of them are able to do it. But you have to start from the morning. You have to start from morning, sunrise, kakra, 10 seconds each day. 10 seconds each day. You add 10 seconds each day, 10 seconds. Keep on adding. By 9 months, you've done 45 minutes. On say until minutes pineal gland it grows, and the more your pineal gland grows, that is the sixth church. The more the church become bigger, the less you eat. The reason why we are always hungry, that we cannot stand hunger. Now coming the it means that our pineal gland is shrinking. It's supposed to be bigger as we grow. All animals knows this. The lion, the elephant, everyone, even the mammals in the sea, the dolphin, they all knows this. So the pineal gland must be see the sunrise all the time, and activate that growth hormones and the cells. So from the throat chakra, we go to the sixth, and I can't want to say, the sixth church. Until hormone and a niamani see, or hormone and a if anything, the how do you call it? The pituitary gland, will release things like what we call serotonin. And if it the same milk, and if on the land that flow with milk and honey. And yes, Canaan, and no. All these things are
arise if you form na do be do Canaan.
It will be do
the land of milk and honey.
Another name is called colostrum. Or call science book about colostrum. Yeah, colostrum. So
well, sixth chakra na.
Sixth chakra na one.
Okay.
One produces a colostrum And two bones say ebe releases a colostrum A pure milk substance. I don't know about what. I don't know first we na milk na eba I say yellowish be. And if any colostrum or sacolaninya identity because akwalaninya a born home by from all kind of diseases and stuff like that. Intinaya na ye wu akwala no pened na beto ma me no so say onum because colostrum na eba no also onya embu anyina nentwe colostrum ne boy din papa America omoton. They give it to the basketball players, most of them, because it gives you more energy. It's very expensive, colostrum, So it is also in your brain. You can activate it. But the problem is that most people don't know that it is in your brain. Out of this colostrum, and clause, cross, Santa Claus, is a saint that is bringing you gift. Saint. Santa Claus, Saint Cross, that is bringing you all that gift. It's a gift now, Santa Claus today, but Father Christmas, or inside, or any baby, you have to activate that. All the things written in the Bible are all inside job. There is nobody outside there of yourself. Everything is inside. All the prophets are inside. Abraham. It is about your head. It is the head. It's the father of Ra, the son. He's inside of you, Abraham. When it happens like that, you become the father of all nations. The nations are your hands, your legs, your nose, everywhere. Bibia, all your organs. The head will now take over and become the father of all of them because that's the master. And so all the parts of the bodies are servants. So when you check inside the Bible and you see that they are saying servant, obey your master, it has nothing to do with slavery. It has nothing to do with slavery. These are the things that the conscious communities, they don't know. I told you that esoteric knowledge is not for the weak. It's not for the feeble minds. It's deep knowledge. I don't look for contradictions. I look for ascensions within the Bible. This was used for our ancient people. We use such words. Your lower body is subconscious. Yes, subconscious. This is the conscious. Your head is consciousness, and your lower body is sub. It means sub. So this your lower body, the subconscious. They are servant. They must serve the master. They are another word is called slave. And until you can say if anything, I'm will be the shadow like ukobo esua Islam one. Yeah, one you may be awoka. I bear witness that Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing, is the slave. You understand? Of Allah. Into munim codes. We because we know master we want to me function year servant we no and maintenance there's a blockage here obon say now on say yes when you stroke if you are joining no it's not
central control system.
Yes, it's not functioning properly. You understand? So that is the 6, what the 6 does. And so 6 no do 6 no hono ma obon say na creation no afide na bibia is babe seat no
Then steady.
I steady. Bibia see. Then on the 7th no boom na shift na about the right hemisphere. And I said why then we rested. And he rested on the 7th day. Simple. He rested on the 7th day. That's the 7th church. And when a friend of crown chakra, the banis are penwa wapampem a bie a pampemunu the crown a bit bie. Now I then are connected with the higher mind, which is the sun. Into any time I could you are fully charged. Near on yes, our practices we no. Onu ko we are or say ni tie ne ya ene wi ano bododo ena we there jamala tani no what duty ewia we there jamala agbeni ewia we there Peter ewia we there one then no people always have problem with the sun ene ewia we ano ya den no me the more it is blazing the more I feel so sweet because the crown chakra is open, so the mana is dropping. That is the mana. The mana is another word for mana is called prana, energy that is coming down, and it will only benefit those who have ascended, who have opened all the 7 seals. Another word is 7 seals. They say who shall open the 7 seals? One and a me be and one amachere mono. Mumbie 7 seals no. Ye silly. Into was you should open all the seals. Once you open the seals, you feel so high naturally, just like I am. Taking nothing. I don't smoke. I don't do all these things, but I'm high naturally the whole day. I've not eaten anything, just coconut water the whole day, and I'm high. It is all about that, because when the crown chakra is open, you don't need much to survive in this world. You don't need much. The dolphin can stay for months without eating. And they are the ones who teaches me. They are the ones who communicate with me, because I have their essence in my room. I have their energy in my room. The bonsu, the whales, these are the original ancestors. The doggons, they are the ones who teaches me how to do things like that. How to go without food and still feel good. So let us open the churches. Let us not use all our head, in this so-called modern civilizations. It is all silver lies. It's full of lies. Mobile phone is important, but know how to use it. Shoes are important, but knows how to use it. Do not overuse things like that. You understand? If you want to go for any social gathering, fine. But when you are in your house, try and go grounding. Go grounding. Today, billionaires in America are going for grounding. They've realized that they have been scammed.
It's not about wearing expensive shoes.
No, they are going for grounding. They don't even wear shoes now. And some also take it to the next level where they do what we call grounding shoes. So you are wearing the shoe, but it's like your feet is on the ground. Grounding shoes. It is also there for people who want to, at least send will be in Sacral. No one can say, hey, now then uni sika na unche shoe. Until Amayan in a way say, okay, we sandals are ushe ya, but we see foam.
A kata or nine sonepe.
But we see foam some way be.
Into so ning I or nine kasa.
So near very light be.
Oh, okay.
A light material be.
I mark my energy, no.
Penetrating grounding shoe. And they do also sneakers, or my sneakers, but almost the copper. And also you bet to me.
And the electric conductor.
Yes, copper is a conductor, and almost the copper as a shoe nas here. And a bit terrible so nas here. You know, I mean, to no shoe, no. It have contact with the surface of the earth now I then electrons no realm ni nyina wo ho uko Amazon na omoton a grounding shoe. Sometimes they call it earthing shoes. They sell all those things, but we can really do that because we have a lot of copper in this country. Yeah, the copper here and say the new protection. So coil no more than protection. Copper no. Or say a cotton and I need some boys who are into this thing so that we can have those people who are making shoes. Then
copper grounding or earthing shoes.
You understand? Earthing shoes for people who don't want. Some of us, dear me, Matthias Quem, shoe ne won't hear me. You understand? But who I won't pay except ube you 9 to send a me 9 now ube ko full, at least you can have grounding shoes. You see, our ancestors knows these things. And our forefathers, let me use the word forefathers. Omunim intina ebimo de then pure ojan homa and normally a palm shoe no. So no asiana nkasa so no na enye rubber na ye ojan homa ebi wa punching normally a palm asiano so any soro no normal share e ground papa and untina na ahemfo no de bia no omode omonan si odwan homa so
no conduct
it's alive. Sami tani wa hanum one day beto sami tani bi enye common obia o electronics bia obia electronics guy obia repair mobile phone bia kura sa
energy meter no who volt
ube hu sisi utia odwan homa no so now check ya obehu voltage no we you na fi odwan homa no so obehu voltage no. You see, I don't want to talk about dogmatism. We are dealing with facts. You understand? That's what me I deal with. Fact. Yeah, the bani I check it. Also, will to me I check it. What I said to me means electrons. To me, it means dark energy matter, and there are photons that are coming to hit electrons. Then you have contact with it. Then you also have that to me, And yet to me, bosom to me, bibi akwaji obeni. And to me, any negative vibes. What I say, and to me, see are there, and to me, my hoarding a sewo. Me who be a wire sanya mana when you're hoarding that. We in no fit, no more pro. Me, I'm a master. Our trema, dear. In 1999 to 2000, Nancy or baby or Bray and easy. Mimi who said ye me catch and say yenjai sanya mana ye no. Nte me call catch and say yenjai. Efo, let us stop this thing. You understand? You see now I don't wear shoes. And so no on to me it's simple. Don't wear shoes and you'll be powerful. But they live in so much fear. You see, our form of spirituality that we practice, it creates fear into people. And today be na uchi na Pedro. Because when me say kodonya wo obeyawo we nya wo obeyawo no me untumi nya me hwe because I'm not living in that frequency of fear. I have so much love that you can't do me nothing. with any juju. The highest juju is on the ground.
It's on the ground. Ground on the daily
basis.
But nine and casas. Na energy ne woman emra.
It's first no a foam. Obi a ye herbalist bia no onim form. Eye form.
We onim form.
Form.
Na just a form ho no to me and nyina erade de ago. Nanso ye hu.
That's the rock of ages.
Yes. Erade de ago nso.
Nanasa no.
Ade.
Aye.
Asa. Nanasa. So connect to the earth. And then get the energies that you're supposed to. The 7 churches decoded. Simple. Kongo.
Yes.
Wattu. Oye teacher prekope. Minim say we no wasua no ma bebre wom. Me start me journey. Ye can say cry say na we long shot na. I started the menensi from but me ko face anwano about.
Anwano outside. Yeah.
Now as time goes on, the befrim baby and yeah practicing we can meet and discuss, you know, on Answers TV. Nyame show am mpene da ye the way besia da foforo. Kongo de say na na tie. Nim de no I was so hwe ni nyina go ni nyina enya so mfa so. Efrem Kofi Ochame, Makra.